invisibility.
It's like this. They're at the point where it's like, lifesteal, you don't even need farm. Just hop in me. We'll go looking for more kills. I'm around the back. These supports are very edible, and all the cast bounces through. They're going to catch two. There it is. You're going to force stuff back, but Kaka's dead as well. And now you actually keep Mugian. Like, what are they doing? You shouldn't be here right now. You got the gaze, but you just need to use it defensively and move the hell away, but you can't. There's a lasso coming through. They actually stone up Ace, but look at this. It's just protected from the glimmer and all the sparks of the Devil Wall, but no one cares the Epi's done a GG. They've had enough 21 minutes in, and this feels like maybe our most one-sided match so far today.
That was something else. Newbee just did not look like they stood a chance at any point in that game. Secret rolled them so hard. All three of their cores got farmed. Nobody got pressured. Nobody got punished. That was incredibly well done.
I mean, you know, Yaps is now going to be setting weird new standards for our pub game. But, I mean, how much credit do you give to this Terror play? Because he set up a fantastic lane.
It was cool. I'm a traditionalist, and even I don't even know if it was necessary.
Illusion!
Not get picked off. A tall order, I know, but at this point, they are just in that really bad position. They just don't have any answers to this DP. Gonna go for a BKB as her next item. Still with two cheeses. Oh, 33. Trying to go for Flea, but Flea dodges it and now jumps it onto Zai, who's gonna be torn to shreds by Ritsu. Easy kills. Death Ward being channeled from the low ground as well, doing a lot of damage. Familiar Stun's gonna keep Ritsu and Flea at bay as CCNC gonna try to make his escape, but he doesn't really have that much mobility. Another open wound's coming up, and PPD is gonna send him back to the base. Looks like the Visage is actually just gonna be completely screwed over here. Was that not a send back? There's maybe the Yule Scepter, and now PPD is stuck in a corner. Standing still, accepting his fate. Feels bad, man. And they get the Courier also. That's, dude. Kind of going to be pressured by Optic. That's not really a concern. DC can outpush a singular Troll Warlord without too much of an issue here. Push is coming in mids. Creep wave lagging behind a little bit. We'll get there at the end of the day. Tower once again under siege. Ritsu loses a little bit of mana to that, it looked like. Not much. Creep wave's gonna come in, backdoor protection turned off, power down, and looks like they're gonna make a clean retreat, trying to get onto some of these heroes retreating off at the bottom lane. Pycat is gonna BKB, but if he TPs, okay, maybe now's a chance. He's doomed here, and he's doomed. Literally and figuratively doomed. You can see just missing his attacks on Flea. He's gonna go down. Oh, I mean, their base is still alive. Their base is still alive. But unfortunately, it's not looking like it's going to be alive for much longer. Bryle purges off that mana leak. Dodges the Illuminate. Nice. DD rune here as well. Lifestealer with double damage isn't like incredible or anything like that. Death Prophet kind of the same way, but I mean, they're not going to take it.
Team Secret's turn to pick.
Pretty weird, but they picked Underlord once before in their opening 1-2, and I think for Newbee, it's always going to be banned away in the 3-4. So I think I would not be surprised in one of these series.
I think
if Newbee tries
getting the offlane hero could be about. The Slardar comes in now. So this is again. So we are seeing Secret definitely test something a little bit different. Sort of questions us where that's going to go, because you would expect Yapsa to play the Rubik. So is this? I mean, Ace, of course, was the man to play here as like the Slardar and the Centaur in the safe lane back on some of his old Danish teams. So going from what we saw in game 1, I think you have to bear in mind that this could very well be an Ace Slardar. And I'll be interested to see how Newbee responds. Sure, it could obviously be farther on the offlane. We could see a Puppy Rubik and a Yapsa also roaming around on the Slardar. But this is the thing, you know, if you're Newbee, you're seeing the Slardar. This could be in 3 roles. I mean, with the way that Secret's playing, this could be in any of the 5 roles.
It's also a Secret classic. When the Shanghai Major era was there, Misery was it Misery? Misery,
Misery, Slardar.
He loved it.
Yeah, and they did pick Slardar as a flex pick almost all the time. And the discussion, we can't follow the discussion because unfortunately we don't speak Chinese, but the discussion is intense.
What are they saying on?
Yeah,
that will cost you extra. I'm not paid for translating here. Just casting an analyst.
All right.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I've got to make the money somewhere.
One of the things that Slardar enables, obviously, I think we'll start off with the assumption that it is going to be a 4-position setup. So the Slardar enables a lot of these physical damage lineups. So any sort of Drill Ranger strat or Terrorblade strat is really dangerous. The reflection with the amplified damage, it's a combination I don't think we've ever seen in the meta, but it is really powerful. So I like the fact that Newbee are going to go for their offlaner. Again, I think Tide and Underlord, they're like 2 of the offlaners are always going to be banned out in the 4-5, excuse me. So they do open with that one for KP. It doesn't really feel threatened by Slardar because it just cleanses off the crush a lot of times. And
what is it?
I'm seeing that Wyvern ban, and I'm saying we're going to get an Ace Meepo this game. I think we're standing up for that. Why else would you ban out Wyvern? I mean, sure, okay, as you say, if you go in the physical damage lineup, it's good against that.
Why would you ban out Wyvern?
Because if there's a Slardar, because what Cap said, if you're going to go with a Slardar, you're going to go for physical.
It's good.
Wyvern's very good against that.
It's good versus draw lineups as well as Terrorblades as well. And in general, it's just good against physical damage lineups because of the freeze.
Yeah.
The Cold Embrace that dodges a lot of the physical damage.
But it is also a very strong counter to Meepo.
It's just for me, I'm a little bit skeptical about the Meepo because I'm just not sure where the Slardar fits in for the Meepo.
Sure,
because it's a magic damage.
Could be awkward.
It's a burst magic damage carry that doesn't take advantage of Amplify. You know, like they do Roshan together, I guess. That's something that they can kind of do. But I just don't see the synergy between those two. If it was anything else, I would be totally down with you. If it was not a Slardar, but like some sort of normal Earth Spirit opening or something.
What are they going to do?
We'll see, though. Secret have been pretty crazy so far this tournament. They're going to continue to ban away pretty much all the relevant 5 positions. Bane was the last remaining one that I was thinking about for the opening 1-2 for Newbee.
What else sort of screams out? I mean, Newbee with their 5th ban.
There's a lot of really good physical damage cores available for Team Secret. Vengeful Spirit is one. Razor is another.
Yeah, if they want to go nice and safe, I mean, there's a Tide in the game. You can get that Razor in a lane against the Tide. You're going to be feeling pretty good.
They banned out the Underlord themselves.
Yeah, they've already got their offlaners.
Yeah. But is it a Secret hero?
Oh, yeah.
Would it fit in it?
I mean, Fado was certain player. I mean, sure, you could argue how relevant it would be in the lineup the Secret's open with, but I think if you're Newbee, we've seen from game 1 that the draft is hard against Secret at the moment. Like, what do you ban? Because as we've seen, if Secret can do what they did in game 1, they have got a lot of options to play with. There's the Razor that you call Cap.
They like that matchup against the Tidehunter.
Yeah.
So maybe the Witch Doctor or I didn't think about that. That's really good to protect against any of this because the weave is going to have it's going to have a larger impact than it normally does because of the physical damage focus that this lineup is taking so far from Team Secret. And it also enables Tidehunter, who with his Anchor Smash dishes out a decent amount of physical damage.
I want to see that. I mean, you know, Fodder, we know he can play it. He could whip out an axe here for sure. You won't run that Slardar as the support. So, I mean, as I say, you can still run it safe, have the Razor mid or whatnot. There's a Dazzle in the game. If they want an excuse to try something a little bit off the board, just grab the axe.
It's a disable that you can't cleanse the Tidehunter off of. They don't really have space for, well, I mean, it was banned in the opening, but like a hero like Disruptor. So it's nice to be able to have some control. It's not the craziest idea in the world.
Abaddon was first phase banned previous game.
It was. That is a good point. Yeah, Newbee were obviously quite scared of Secret grabbing this.
And this is nice with the Razor as well. It really enables you to make sure that you don't get bursted down by the Sand King initiation. And it is a Terrorblade.
This will be a core Terrorblade.
And I like this as well for Newbee. Obviously, you've got very high armor. Secret's lineup pretty much full in on the physical at the moment.
And it explains the Underlord ban. And there's not a whole lot of burst damage from Team Secret, right? Both their cores are very slow in their damage, which means you're very likely to be able to get off Sunders, or in some case in the super late game, multiple Sunders.
Oh, absolutely, because it's a great hero with Dazzle. Sure, we don't see Dazzle much, but any sort of these illusion-based heroes, you're going to get big sort of nukes off with the heal. And on the topic of the Sunder, you're very likely to get that Sunder off. With the Grave, buying you that extra bit of time to make sure you can get and find the target. Terrorblade, definitely one of those cores that if you are going to want to run a Dazzle, getting something like a TB with it, it's great news for Newbee.
I think it's not a bad, like, a Drow Ranger would shut down, like, it would just, like, push so quickly that Terrorblade would be hard to keep up, but I think it's actually a pretty decent Venge game as well.
Okay.
Just because the swap out of position, tough to play for Terrorblade.
So, I mean, with the Razor and the Abaddon picked up, do you think it's pretty much confirmed that it will be Puppy Rubik and Yaps or Slardar?
I think so, just because the surprise of picking up a support, I'm not sure if there's a forward position that, like, really changes the game all this much. Like, it's a decent Earth Spirit game, but I don't think it's, like, game-changing by any means. You want to say, your last pick is really important. So you want to be able to make sure that it does have a significant impact on your draft.
And do you think, are we more likely to see Ace or Mid one play the Razor?
Turn to ban.
It really depends on if the Slardar are going to be an Ace hero or a Yapsor hero. You mentioned that Ace plays it.
I mean, I think Capsor. I think it is looking very likely just to be the Yapsor Slardar. And
what about the curveballs?
There's also room in this lineup for Team Secret to have like a deuce. All right, Newbee ban it, so they're on the same track. All right, go for a Death Prophet.
I mean, we as I said, in one of the games where Newbee did manage to succeed against Secret at Bucharest, they did have the DP and they looked incredibly strong with it. So, I mean, I know it's hard to say because of how well Secret played in Game 1, but already I feel like this game surely is not going to be as much of a stomp as Game 1. I like what Newbee's done here. They've got a Terrorblade and a DP, and I think it's a great lineup to work the Dazzle into. They've got this sort of counter, in a sense, to the high physical that Secret's going for, but Secret may mix it up again here with his final pick.
Down with Venge. I don't know how Monkey King does with this lineup. What else?
Let's see. They've got 3 seconds left. It's going down. Okay, so they've thrown a bit of magical into the mix.
Damage at all.
Yeah.
It's still a pushing type hero, and like again, it's the reason that Newbee had it against the Terrorblade last time around. Are they doing it?
I'm sure they're
doing it.
I mean, no, they're going to swap. They absolutely are swapping.
Please tell me.
They absolutely.
Talk to us.
Right we can't. Ace Rubik and Yapsor Razor.
There's no way they're doing Ace Rubik and Yapsor Razor.
Look, I'm down to believe in like support Pugna and core Slardar, but support Razor
and carry Rubik. They're swapping.
I mean,
they're having a joke with us. That
it is very similar to this weird logic of like it just has really good stats and fights really heavily.
Got good spells, I guess, on the Razor. Yeah.
Look,
they swapped. They swapped.
All right,
love to see.
You guys, Cap,
Rubik,
you're up first. Yeah. Talk to me. Who do you favor in this one?
I mean, it's hard to say against Team Secret right now. They're pretty crazy, but I'm still going to believe in Newbee. I mean, look, it's everything that Newbee should want. Kaka Sand King, KP Tidehunter. They've got a Terrorblade push lineup with a Death Prophet as well. Like, surely this is everything that you want with your lineup.
Owen?
I mean, I know I was right again. I've got to go with Cap. This Newbee lineup should not lose.
They can't win this. I don't know what's up.
They were wrong before. We'll find out here in game number 2 with Bitchin' and Blitz.
Prepare for battle.
Well, we are back with game number 2, and hopefully a longer game than the last one.
Yeah. They did end up swapping back, by the way.
I was heartbroken. Yeah, I saw that. I was seeing it. Like, come on, please.
There's a limit to
what you can get away with.
I think this time they were just messing with the view.
And us. Now we will see the Razor quite a pick, I'd say, against Tide Hunter lane. Tide way suffers as any kind of longevity, kind of slows, sapping of damage, type of heroes. I think it's a case of can you close the distance. Where's the biggest focus for both teams? What lanes are prioritized here?
I think for Newbee, it's the mid lane. Try to actually give SACC the best possible lane. And don't overcommit for this Abaddon, because that's what that hero wants you to do.
To battle.
And, like, do you think it's the same focus for Secret, or do they put more emphasis? Because the Razor, you can pretty much leave him on his own, right?
Yeah, I think for Secret, I mean, if I tell you one side, it's almost always going to be the opposite for the other, right? They want to make sure that the Abaddon has a good game, try to force as much attention to that bottom area as possible.
Yeah, I mean, aggression. I don't think they'll be able to get a kill on the face. They could prove me wrong here, but the runes, and they will get them. But actually, they're invading the top as well. So, Secret.
Oh, look at what Kaka's trying to do.
Oh no, Kaka's like, it's worth it. I just want this rune. Now, where do I leave?
He's fine. He's got
Link 1. Yeah, Staddling 1's not actually that scary. But when you get to 2, level 3 with Staddling 2, that's when you get looked.
The crazy part is they only got 2 of the rune.
Yeah, like, oh really? That, I mean, yeah, Kaka, he cut back. It looked like Secret might have at one point snatched both. I don't know. It looks like they're going to start off trying to gank this top lane. That's probably the best time to do it against the Razor before he gets 2 points in static link and then could just turn on you.
Yeah, as a result, though, they're actually going to go for the aggro here as Ace is stunned up. KP trying to come in too. He's got the gush.
That's enough. Look at the heal. The stun fruit can actually save him. He might be able to. Ace, he's fine. Good stun from Puppy there.
Very nice stun.
Team on the other side of the map. Mugi's already used Metamorphosis, but he's just alone. This is just so that they don't aggress on.
I definitely don't think they expected the gush level 1 on Ace.
It's peculiar. But, I mean...
It was almost worth it.
It was. I mean, we kind of said, like, it was actually them that needed slaves, but... I don't think they can leave him alone in this bot lane for long, right? Not against these two.
Not with meta down. Like, as soon as meta's down... I've seen Abaddon beat Terrorblade in lane before without any help.
Actually, they're going to dive onto Ace in the top lane. Still only with level 1 static link, but it does break him away. It just feels... Puppy is just this buffer zone. If you see him anywhere nearby, you just have to break off instantly, because if the tower joins in, it's almost a guaranteed kill. Or maybe not. They stun in onto Ace. It's a lot of damage done, but... I think you're just trying to burn out all of Ace's regen at this point. I don't think there's much else you can do. It's unlikely you get a kill, as long as Puppy does stay up here.
Yeah, I like the commitment, though. They're trying to make sure that their tide isn't just one-on-one against the Razor. We've seen how matchups like that go. The downside, though, is like this bottom lane. Boogie getting heavily out CS right now by Fox.
The one we haven't talked about too much is the mid lane. That's more or less a draw so far. One, like, who gets off the better deal here? Like, if no one interrupts this mid lane as it goes, who's better off out of these two?
I think the Pugno will be happier because he can eventually take that tier 1.
That's true, because he can push constantly, whereas DP is situation from Puppy. I think you may have been a little bit too greedy getting that rune. First blood gets drawn.
And they're even going to leave it for the Death Prophet, who had a commit for leaving his lane.
Kind of worth it. First blood, totally absolutely worth doing.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the first blood there, not worth at all.
For Ace, a little bit far out, but Puppy once again. Nice 3-man stun, but the slows are there. Ace is just going to get shredded through. I don't think you can dodge them out. Final hit comes through. Club and Puppy back away right now. I like this aggression around the tide, though. You can't leave your tide alone. You're like, it's chill, he'll be fine. No one can force him out. But this game, they're just capitalizing on the fact that they have so much slow that tide can get involved aggressively.
How often is it that we have a first blood this early on and a follow-up kill with no rebuttals?
Yeah.
Yet they're still losing a net worth.
It's weird. I mean, I think it really does come down to that bot lane. At the moment, Terrorblade is getting nothing. This is probably the worst start from Terrorblade in a while.
I don't know. We just saw last game. He did have less net worth than Napsor did at this point.
Hey, that's true. Maybe they...
Oh,
maybe
no, Mugi. He wanted more of the pull.
He got the range creep. It'll push slightly in favor of him, but... Japs is just keeping an eye on him all the time. Like, hey, you. Don't even think about it. Lift back again, and it's just... They're burning for all his regen. That's the idea here. I mean, you've got high armor, so you can't easily kill him. But all they have to do is rotate down Poppy, and like, it's a quick kill, right?
I don't know if you bring him all the way down there. Maybe you go for mid first. Try to harass out a little bit. There's not a lot of synergy there. The stun is physical damage.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, speaking of people coming down, let's give Newbee to make a move. Yep. So, can they get him? Trying to move in. Nice lift back. Trying to snatch up those runes. Secret love being greedy with these bounty runes. And, well, Yapsel will pay the price in the end. No escape for him.
Bada gonna go for the other one. Puppy.
Puppy. There's no follow-up, though. The Kaka's like, I'm good. But Puppy, he's getting a lot of bounty runes right now. Like, it's not bad gold. I mean, if you can get your hands on, like, you rush towards a blink after you got Franks, or do you go for a medallion this game?
I think you try to get a blink in a game like this. They need the initiation to at least play the faster pace.
Denied.
Calming down for a moment. Every time, it feels like every time it goes calm, it's great at this point for Secret because if Pugna gets these levels quickly, like you said, these quick pushes. SCC, he's got a big ultimate to work around, and that makes it a bit harder to get these pushes going. Like, Tidehunter, he sustains in lane. He does exactly very quickly. Is this the best case scenario for Secret if it continues this way on like kind of more stalemate-ish?
Yeah, I think when the pace of the game is just kind of stalled out, it's going to go in their favor as S-Triple-C.
Yeah.
They get a little bit of trouble though.
Never Blast. He's got this. Yeah, Simon keeping him alive, and the wand will help as well. You cannot underestimate the power of raindrop.
Ambitious attempt, but really unsuccessful.
It's kind of the awkward part, right? Like Slardar can be so strong on the roaming, but against a hero like Death Prophet, up in your melee, you have to get close for the stun anyway. It's just like, okay, Spirit Siphon target, let's go.
And at bottom again, Moogie.
Oh, Moog.
Get jumped on, drops the reflection.
Yeah, can he actually run away from the reflection for the time being? But they just keep chasing. The slows are there, the attack speed increasing. It's so much armor saved now. Kaka with a double stun, but Moogie's like, no, just get me out of here. I don't want to hang around against this. And I mean, that armor is really paying off in this lane. I mean, you said about how you've seen Abaddon win solo against Terrorblades, but so much armor, and it's not like you're bringing a lot of magic damage to that lane.
Still, the CS difference alone is pretty significant.
It's rough.
I'm just going to pick up both the bounty runes. He is tops in this game overall.
Yeah, I mean, he's top and lost as far as having a fantastic start to this game. Abaddon is that type of hero that you just get 1 or 2 items on, and he can just stand at the front, push tower after tower. And that's what they got a lot of. That's the other thing that Abaddon we don't use to talk about too much is Perseverance is really good for pushing towers as well. Wait, try and move on to... I don't think he can. He's level 5 now. He's got 3 in Anchor Smash. He just hits out once. And nice static link. TP out. Oh no, they're going to get stunned. KP pays the price. Puppy patiently waits and it pays off. Meanwhile, exits him in the mid lane. SCCC commits it. Stun coming through. Hitting onto mid one. Mid one a little bit of trouble. Does get the suck off. Can he actually kill off quick enough though? It's a challenge between the two and it's going to be close. I think they're both going to die.
They both die?
Same time. It's like, who can siphon health quicker?
Yeah.
No one.
Some real Harry Potter stuff. But SCCC does get the last hit, and on top of that, more importantly, he gets experience for that kill.
Are fortified.
Like, it's weird to see that. You don't usually see a complete draw, right? It's kind of like... So are they actually going to sit safe in the bot lane now, Moogie? Do you think they have to now? Or do they go on ace? Oh no, ace stun through, he's just dead. Guy's so quick in those situations.
Yeah, easy rotation, but mid one gonna make his own. Not gonna be successful on the enemy safe lane though.
Work out the same. The catch is SCCC has come up to top and he hasn't got X to them, so he's just gonna just chill here and farm. And I love this aggression from Puppy. It's this type of hero. I remember when I used to play it as core a lot. I think it was just one of those heroes that because of the sprint, you get away with so much a lot of the time. Yeah. You can just zone out everyone, create that buffer space, and let mid one just push towers.
The downside though, like if you compare him to Sanking, is like Sanking comes with a reliable stun at all times. Like SK always get his ability off, whereas like Slardar, the later the game goes, the further things go, you're just walking into essentially die. You're never going to secure stun, which means it's very important for them to grab objectives so they get a lot of free gold early.
I guess they've kind of got the rebuttal better with the Apocalypse Shield. You can just kind of get any stun off you and then maybe give you that second chance to get the initiation. Speaking of Further, he's coming around the back right now. Might look on the Moogie. He's like, wherever you go, I'm going to follow Moogie. Just keep that in mind. Puppy, nice stun, but... Oh my god. They just really don't like Mugi this game.
Yeah, they realize like this is
under attack.
Terrorblade that we want to slow down. A lot of focus being put onto him, and rightfully so. He has done a good job of trying to keep up in net worth. Hasn't really died yet.
Yeah, I mean, you got to commend him on that. He's a hard kill to find with the right click, and that's where Secret do kind of accelerate. Like a big
KP, he's in Viz right now, setting up behind everyone.
Yeah, can he get this? Oh, Kaka gonna get caught. There it is. KB comes in, the Ravage, but there we go. Kaka stays alive. Triple man stun. Yep, Zor, he's gonna die off first here. No escape for him. Now Farah, they'll turn on him next. Can they actually kill him quick enough in the meantime? Ace, he tries to stand his ground, but taking too much damage. The standing link is huge, but he just can't turn around on it. One whip, and then he dies. Oh no, but they'll live. And the scream of Razor heard as he goes to an early grave. But look at the health on these heroes.
Yeah, that Invis rune though. Paid off huge from Newbee.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Secret completely caught unawares by that. But do they manage to keep this tier 1 tower mid alive? That is the question.
That's the thing. When you get that low, Secret can still go, okay, we can kind of take a decent trade here because we force your big ults and we've still got mid 1. It's a Pugner. You just casually walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out. And
I actually thought that was going to be bigger.
Yeah.
Newbee. That looked disastrous at first. And Ace did go down, but
they recovered well. Like, Ace drew a lot of attention by starting linking and hanging around. And he gave his life in the end, but he gave it for a good cause, the team effort.
Those 2 major ults expended on the side of Newbee.
In the end, Secret, they take that tower, but I think they want to get even more aggressive. They just want to go take the top 1 next. Mid 1 should rotate up there soon, I'd imagine. No, he's going to hang around. Got an arcane room. Maybe they can look towards AP here. They move in. There it is. Decrep comes through. Never blast. And I want to suck all the life out of you.
Around my neck.
Hunter, your tankiest member, dying, blink of an eye. This is what Secret want. I mean, they have. This is the thing. Slardar just gives you so much aggression with the Pugner as well. It's exactly what you need to just finish off kills.
Now they're making their way to this tier 2 tower as Faith's going to get gone on, but mid 1.
You might want to back away. Sanking actually cancels his TP.
Arcane Rune Blast. They're going to pop the glyph. Try to keep this one alive as long as possible.
They just need to buy time. Death Prophet may push on the top. Don't want to use the X's for this. They will get the top tier 1. And that's a lot of damage done to a tier 2 already, though.
Yeah, that was more than half the HP on this tower. Getting closer and closer to things, but SCCC taking advantage of the space on the map right now. Get a solo farm up this lane, grab the tower, get further and further ahead.
KP, he's got his ultimate in 10 seconds, and they do some of this. The problem is Farah. It's an Abaddon.
Yeah. You saw how it went last time when they tried to kill him.
Yeah, it just kind of went against him. He's like, hey, I'll just use a Prophet Shield on you because I've got borrowed time. They're going to try and move away. Mid lane. They actually do find Mugi. He should be able to move away quick enough, though. Reflection showing its true power. And Kaka, catch him the puppy, but this is what we're saying, the speed of the Slardar.
Dark light.
And of course, the Apophis Shields of Days.
They're gonna disengage for any kind of opportunity. They are not gonna find one yet, though.
In my house.
Puppy making his way around, seeing if he can spot anybody, but that is not the target that you want to go on. The Death Prophet.
Anything melee against DP, like 9 times out of 10, does not go your way. And SCC's almost got the Yules now. I think maybe this is the thing, like Yules on a DP is more defensive than anything. Puppy. He wants to, but it's a tight hunter. In the meantime, Terrorblade gets caught out again by the same different combo. They had the River instead, but in mid 1, he's finding those crucial kills. Like Terrorblade, keeping him oppressed is probably the most important thing for them right now.
And KP has the Ravage, trying to sit in the front line of this, making it difficult for Fada to step forward, but the Exorcism is popped.
Yeah, Ace, he's just going to be shredded again. I mean, we always talk about how tanky Razor is, but he died so quick and in the bot lane. Maybe he's back up here. They're going to have to submit and allow this tier 2 to drop.
Bottom tower has fallen.
I think the crucial thing is they're still finding those kills onto Ace, and you don't expect a Razor to disappear this quick.
Yeah. And look at mid 1, though. They're going to grab 2 towers for this.
Oh, yeah.
They get the silence off on him, but he is so fast.
It's a small eternal shard, but 385 movement speed is not easy to chase down. I mean, the Death Prophet is at 400. You want to crisp 40-50 over your opponent to chase him down. Because is this more standard going treads over phase boots on DP these days?
A lot of people like it for the tankiness, but KP opened up on. There's a lot of heroes here.
He has got mana for Ravage. Barnes coming out, buy him a little bit of time, but you need mana. He's actually going to have to use the Anchor Smash and just walk away. But he does hit onto multiple heroes, so they'll back off. That was almost a bit of a disaster there. Not having the Ravage could have cost him dearly.
But the heal is enough. Dazzle's in perfect position. Not going to commit to that kind of dive early on.
Kind of nice to see Dazzle coming back in. It feels like a hero that's a lot of the time. Like, most teams, they want to go super aggressive, and Dazzle's always that. It's kind of like an insurance policy. You start to lose a fight.
Puppy. Trying to make his way towards the Blink Dagger.
Kaka's about to have it. He's got the gold for it. Kaka gets his first. What do you expect? Sand Kings. They tend to farm pretty quick.
Yeah. They farm much faster.
I think this is kind of like the impact point. This is where newbies start to get really aggressive, right? Now you've got Sand King blink up. He hasn't leveled Epicenter yet, but he probably will next. That's maybe when you can start flip a few more kills. Not worry about the Abaddon as much. Because this, I mean, Fada's done a lot. With those Prophet Shields, he keeps a lot of these people alive. Been out now on the side of newbie. Can they make anything happen? They'll hit. Fada has got a DD though, and an Abaddon with DD is kind of a risky thing. Let the movement in. KB taking a lot of damage. SCCC going to move away quickly. Fada down to half HP already, but he doesn't even care. Look how quickly KB dies. Have to use the Shallow Grave, and now you're on full retreat. You don't have any rebuttal if something goes wrong here. Secret, they're just happy. Like, okay, fine. As long as you guys have to stay together, it's not a bad trade necessarily. But Terrorblade is in the bot lane. Mugi just pushing in.
Yeah, Mugi trying to take advantage of whatever space he gets in this game.
He's not doing too bad, up to 5k net worth. He's catching up. After a rough start, this is probably what newbie want to see.
A large part of that net worth comes in the difference of the towers that they took.
That's true. I mean, that's one thing we have to look back at sometimes, is we sometimes go, oh wait, there's still a lot of towers for X or Y team. And this is the thing, both teams do push towers really well. It feels like both teams are kind of reliant on getting that booster of gold from the towers. You smoke up from newbie. They want to make a move towards the bot lane. They've already got Terrorblade here. Mugi getting ready to push in. And Ace, we've seen him get blown up multiple times already. Is it going to happen again? The scan is there. Newbie, like, is anyone around here? They got to be. There's someone on the tower, maybe. They're going to push him right now. They have got the exorcism. Do you commit it? Well, you should push this casually, right? Or no, you've got to. They're going to hold it. They're going to see if there's a response. Ace is waiting in the tree line. They spawn out the weave. Now TP in from the Abaddon. Fada just trying to create a little bit of space for some back. Has got an Invisor in as well. So where the hell? He's around here somewhere. It must be a trap, but it's not exactly the same effect that you get from a Tide Hunter with an Invisor in.
Fada just wants to be this force in front of these towers. So that newbie don't overcommit.
Radiant's
the buffer zone again. And the issue is, that's 4 heroes from Secret. Puppy's actually pushing top, and he'll find a time response.
Slowly starting to whittle that gold away. Trying to get to that blink as Fada is chasing KP.
The slow death if that occurs. This is Ace is like, can I get a starter link? Are we doing this? There it is. Disarm coming through Decrep. Don't hit with the Never Blast though, so KP's still very healthy, but getting a lot of damage on the Ace right now. Who just shred through Tide Hunter? Can they chase for more? They get the slow on Faith. There it is. Puppy shows up. Who just stay was top. Doesn't take him long to get back down on Ace with a double kill.
And I wonder what they do with this. They don't have the creep wave, but they do have one mid. They could go for an early tier 3. That would be they could
huge.
just decide to harass for this as the stun comes out.
They force the attention on him, and now SCCC is a little bit far out the lift. I mean, he's dead.
They've got a catapult too.
This is a tower at least. I mean, do you go greedy? Do you hang around? It's 40 seconds without the death prophet.
I think you stay. The DP, if you think he has buyback, he would have used it by now. It's early on in the game. There's no way that he thinks that this is a situation where he has to hold on to buyback for, and that is going to be the tower.
Oh my god, stun through from Kaka. They've got the Ravage, but they don't want to commit it. They're just unsure right now. And look at how quickly Kaka's been shredded through. They do use the Shallow Grave, but now you can't chase. You've got no save at the last moment. So Secret just get out.
And if you commit the Ravage in the meta and you don't win the fight, then Secret, and even if you do win the fight, if it's not dominant, then Secret will just go for it again.
Yeah.
They'll say, you don't have any of these major abilities. We're perfectly fine.
That's the scary part about partnering these type of games, you know, is that push every few seconds. And it's a lot of damage. And with something like an Abaddon backing you up, and the space, I mean, I've got to give Puppy a lot of credit. The kind of space him and Fada have been creating between that back line is really paying off for them. And now, may pay off. Mugi getting low on HP. Back away here.
Fada trying to complete a pipe.
That would actually be really good here.
He wants to push the pace of the game right now. He knows like they're quite far ahead just on the towers alone. They don't want to go late game with the cores that they have against against a Terrorblade. Even if Mugi's pretty far behind, there's no reason to risk it.
Especially with the Ravage and the Sanking Epicenter, like that damage when you get in late game could just clearly wipe your team. And of course, Dazzle. Belgrave is that type of ability that gets even more scary in those late game fights when a few seconds is all the difference.
Especially when you're trying to get Thunder off, but a lot of single target cores on the side of Secret, so feels as though they do eventually want to try that mid again. Fada pretty close to that pipe, just 400 gold away. Secret might smoke before this, and indeed that is what they're going to do.
Absolutely. He hasn't actually brought it out yet. He's got Yule waiting in base. Gonna move out like you said with the smoke. Like Fada, just jump on Fada. Take him. We want you to kill him. But
they're still smoked up. Not really sure what their next move is here. Fada just wants to continue to farm his pipe. He's telling his team like, guys, you can do what you're gonna do. And I think that's gonna end the smoke.
Puppy has got the level 4 sprint now. Enjoy watching him just go all across the map in a matter of a second. Peter Gonzalez.
Radiant are scared.
I mean, it's kind of really interesting change when they added that, the whole Slardar. Was it 800 movement speed?
Yeah.
700.
Pipe is now complete, and he has a level 2 ulti. I'd imagine that's going to prompt them to go for some kind of play. They've got a lot of tankiness on their team, too. Like, if the Rubik switches... Oh, look at his build. Curiously enough, a lot of Rubiks opt to only go for the 1 level of telekinesis and max out the null field.
That's curious, yeah. I mean, it offers decent control against this sort of lineup. It stops the Thunder coming out so easily at the same time. Keeping tied out the fight for longer can give you the entry kill you want, but now...
Once you get Fada in the front line...
Yeah, it's like, how do we push into this? We just want to take a tower, but if you push everything on the Fada, there's just a turnaround. And, I mean, Ace is just staying far back. It's like, I'll go to the Plasma Field Tower, I'll just do a little bit of damage, and if they're a little bit over-aggressive, look at the bot lane in the meantime. Mid one's just finally going to show up. I think they're going to lose the tower. Can actually turn it into anything now, Fada. Trying to trigger his ultimate. Bar time does get triggered, and now taking a little bit of damage to heal up again. I don't think Secret want to hang around for this, surely. I mean, now you've popped the borrowed time, you have to be careful for the next 30 seconds.
Fada's probably just going to chill. It's up so soon. And Newbee want to try to make a play. Both sides having a pipe on their side.
That's the thing, like, the big entry for both these sides is that magic spike.
BKB completed on the Razor, though. Huge item against what Newbee have. Early game, this magic burst.
I do like that you went for the Yasha first as well. Just get in, get out as quickly as possible.
It helps your farming speed too, like quite a bit. It's just like a nice all-around item for Agi heroes to get. There's a lot of pings coming out. Maybe they just go for the Roshan. With the amplified damage, this is not going to take very long.
Lardar's one of the biggest enabler of Roshas in the game still, probably. That
Maybe trying to walk it in.
Careful here. They actually might move forward. Pause coming out.
Right as...
Is this awkward timing? But... So far, this is looking a lot more even than game 1.
Yeah.
You got us again.
It's only a 4K lead. Still goes both ways. The Terrorblade is now second in net worth. Like, he has caught up in a big way.
Mugi, he was struggling so much at the start, but he's doing fantastic now.
Compared to how the game was going at this point last game, I think the game was called actually at this point.
Yeah, it was 21 minutes, yeah. Remember that. Like, wow, that was over quick. And I like how 1,400 gold, and then the closest is about 5,200.
Yeah.
Crazy shift. And then we see this sometimes, like the support gold difference between the two can actually make all the difference. And now, there we go, moving into the KP, taking a lot of damage. It's starting Link to power now. Epicenter coming, Kaka does no damage at all, though. This BKB paying off.
He's trying to find something.
Just can't find anything at all, and that's a great use of BKB. The first BKB, you get 2 kills, and now you get Roche.
He's like, I've got Ravage, and there's nothing for me there. The Epicenter was expended too, but nobody dies right now on the side of Secret. With the pipe popped, Fada soaked everything up.
Now, I mean, this is the turn point where Ace isn't that easy pick-off that Newbee was seeing a little bit earlier on. He's 1,600 HP in fact, has an Aegis and has the BKB. What's your new target? Like, what's your entry kill on the side of Newbee?
I'm not sure, because what Secret right now are doing is they're just representing with their 2 tankiest heroes and telling KP, like, have no blink. There's no way for you to get around us. It's putting him in such an impossible situation.
Kaka, he does have the blink. It doesn't really serve him too well. He needs to be careful. They do use the X's. Now they need to catch some. But Ace, maybe not the best target, but they might be forced to do so. But they already lost Kaka. Gets blown up, and now the turnaround might happen. Fada just says, it's fine. I'll stand here. I don't care. I've got borrowed time at the ready. If you want to fight, bring it.
This is a disaster right now for them.
Yeah.
This is even more important than the Ravage for them, because this is their damage dealer.
And just their push. They can't really do much outside now. Fada just stands there and is like, hey, hit me, hit me. Boogie can't really walk back in. Maybe look for a Thunder, but KP getting preload. There's a Thunder coming down to Ace. Staying alive so far. BKB is serving him quite well. Move away just in time, and actually should be able to turn around and kill off KP. He does get the Ravage off in the end, but looks like Ace is still living. He's like, no, Vegas expend, and Puppy with a big rear initiation. Moogie getting pretty low here. No Thunder now, so you need to run for the high heals. Can they get in range with Yaps or for the lift? No, looks like Yule's actually used on the SCC. Nice stun through, catching Mobile to steal, and now they're actually going to lose more as the Chaligrave. I don't think it's going to save SCC here. He's going to die off next as well, so you're going to lose 3 healers in total. Puppy just waiting for him to come down and slams home. Now Aegis does get expended, but Ace is ready to fight again. Moogie hasn't got anything to work with. Metamorphosis is slowly running out. They're just going to have to let him get the tier 2 and hope they don't pay for more.
They do lose the Aegis, but at the same time, way too much damage taken on the side of Newbee. The other 4 heroes stand so tall. They're trying to run out of steam on the side of Newbee, and KP did manage to get that last second Ravage out, but wasn't on any sort of target that he wanted to get it off on. That felt more like a frustration Ravage.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, wait, I'm still alive. Is this a turnaround? You just look on your back foot, and Puppy's just controlling fantastically. I mean, this quick blink is paying off. Sand King, he has got his blink, but this is weird. You expect to see more impact from a Sand King blink, but it feels like Puppy's having much more impact on that Slardar.
You see Puppy queues up, he straight up BKB. He realizes, like, I think they all realize BKB is king in this game.
Yeah.
Like, Newbee can't do anything about it.
It's not like they've got anything that goes through the BKB. I mean, Thunder, yes, but that's not control.
Yeah, they don't feel they don't respect the damage that he is more than enough.
Moogie, he's still keeping pace with Ace here. Only a few hundred gold behind him, and I mean, if they can hold on. Oh, might not get a chance. KP gets caught out again. Another big kill from the meantime. Shalgrave used selfishly on Faith. He does put out the weave, but KP, he's not going to escape this. The final whip comes through, and that's 2 quick kills, and suddenly, look, we have a creep wave, and we're about to push in again.
Yeah, this is going to be a high ground attempt. Moogie desperately trying to do what he can in this bottom lane, but he doesn't have meta up, so even if he were to come back, not going to provide too much for his team.
And the whole base is exposed. Like,
yeah, there's no bullet fighter.
They're at least going to get 2 lanes. I mean, depending on how Newbee try and reinitiate here, this might be it. They have so much sustain still. Buyback is forced on the Tidehunter, but he still doesn't have the Ravage yet. Not for another 7 seconds. This might be the big turnaround looking for, but you need to get deep. You need to get deep quickly. The problem is Fada's just not allowing you to get past him. He's just like, I will stand my ground. Nice stun through Cuck on the 2. Can actually follow us up at all. They still haven't triggered the borrowed time. And now mid one just stands there. He's like, hey, how you doing, Cuck? Gets pretty low on HP. He does not want to go back in on that little sliver of 500 against this lineup. He just disappears instantly.
Now they're going to disengage Puppy, going to TP out.
This is the thing. Puppy's just been great at getting around the map so quickly. I mean, he just goes split pushes, and then by the time Newbee like ready to jump in, he's back in there because he just sprints down the river.
He's all in for these bounty runes.
It's been working out. Well, meanwhile on the side of Newbee, they're all in for these smokes. 5 heroes ready to rock and roll. They've got all ultimates except the Dazzles, but that's consolation prize at this point. The important ones are there, but can they find anything?
Yeah.
They might walk into Puppy.
They might just run straight up into Puppy. I'm sure Puppy realizes this. He's going to just immediately back out. This would be disastrous for them as they've committed quite a bit for this.
It is.
Kaka now sees him. They're going to make the deep dive for this.
But he can still run. And now the TB's coming. He's like, guys, they want to fight. Do we give it to them? No, we don't want to make this too easy.
That is an ultra desperation play.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you're willing to stun under the tier 2, that is, I'm frustrated. We're not finding anything right now. Puppy looks like he wants to re-engage her a second. Just going to throw out the amp on the Moogie. Now he gets stunned.
Metamorphosis should be enough damage, but no, they can't quite finish him off. The Decrep protecting him. In the meantime, the Ravage coming through, catching on free. Puppy, he's finally going to pay for it. And now Fada, he might want to back away quickly. Meanwhile, on the back foot, Ace still wants to fight here. Hasn't used the BKB, and maybe a little bit too late to do so. He does pop it. Have they got the right clicks to bring him down? He's super low right now, but mid one can create the space. The Yules comes out into mid one. SCC, he wants his kill. Sala's coming out. Mid one can't respond right now. Losing a lot of HP in the meantime. Faith dies after Yapsor in return, and now they will finally be able to lock in mid one and kill him off. And that, I mean, after desperation, finally feeling a little bit relieved to find some kills. But they still haven't triggered battle time, so no third kill. But I mean, Newbee finally able to take a fight favorably.
It was very well done by them. They hold their ground. They say, okay, we're still strong enough. That was one of the better ravages that they got. And the biggest thing was that Ace was so reluctant to use his BKB when the fight started that he just walks in, gets down to 200 health. He does manage to escape, which is important. But at the same time, like, he is their most farmed hero. The most farmed hero in the game, period. Without his damage, they just didn't have enough to bring anybody down. So Ace has to be a little bit quicker about that and not so greedy about that BKB usage, because now Terrorblade is starting to catch up in farm. Knocking on that door, just...
He should surpass him. Like, Terrorblade does farm a little bit quicker than Razor. These heroes not the quickest farmers in general because they haven't got any, like, way clear.
It's just this huge disparity in towers.
Yeah,
and
that's different. And that's kind of the thing, is they can easily come back in this. If Newbee, if they take a fight, for example, they don't have to use X's and they still win it, they can just turn that into 2 towers if they go bot, for example.
They have one of the best heroes in the game, too, coming back. The Death Prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of what what her net worth looks like. As long as she has a few items, her ult makes her so effective. These engagements.
He's still richer than Fardas, so it's not too bad. Now, look, there's a jump in Ace. He says, I won't hold the BKB this time. This time, SCC, you're in a lot of trouble being whipped down. Can he actually finish it off in time? Nice body blocks from KP. He won't even pay the price, but they do find a kill on the Kaka. Now they're going to chase for more. KP, Shallow Grave to save him, but Ace is full HP. He'll just chase this. They'll move straight through. We'll find like a nice Thunder coming out from Mugi, the hero, but not heroic enough as they still find the kill on the KP. And now they can push in on the top. It's like, how convenient. There's a tower here. We've got an Abaddon, but we don't have any creeps. They're on the way.
And with Tidehunter down, he doesn't have buyback.
This is going to cost you another lane, I think.
Yeah, they're just going to go for bottom now.
Glyph will buy a little bit of time. Sanking has got Epicenter, but it's only level 1. And there's Mugi. They jump straight in. Nice stun coming through the controls there. Yapsaw making the most out of that bar strike. Mugi, he evaporates. And now it's just a full-on defensive exorcism. SCC gets so low. The funnel whip not quite connecting because the Yule's just in time. SCC will stay alive there. They use the Shallow Grave. Turn around the fire. They do force out the Abaddon. Now can they chase down onto this borrowed time? It's about to run out. But he's full HP, and they'll just back away. They've forced almost everything out of Newbee. Just welcome to the boat, and you don't even really get anything in return. I mean,
I think you can re-engage once SCCC his ult is down.
I think like they've got the Ravage still, but yeah, you're right. They've got no follow-up after that.
There's no meta either.
Yeah, that's huge here. They're going to play it safe. They're going to respect the fact Newbee. They're like we've lost games with them before. We're looking strong now. Let's not get overconfident. Let's look towards the Roche bit because it is up. And I wonder if they'll go for it in like the next minute or two. Maybe look for an entry kill. Maybe take the Tidehunter out and then just go straight for Roche. Or do you even need it at that point?
I'm sure you can go for Roche, but I would like them to go for the fight like as soon as possible.
You want blood, more blood.
No TV meta and no Death Prophet ult is even more important than the Aegis, I think, at this point.
Same, like, did they get more control? I mean, Yapsaw, he did go for that Yule, so he's more or less the catch-up to the Death Prophet every time, but you've got to be concerned about his BKBs. Still some pretty big ones, up to 8 seconds still, and they will go to the Roche bit.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
And they're going to take this pretty fast. Main reason, it's barely a hiccup in this game for them.
You can't really enter, either. Like, they're
both down for a full minute.
And that's the thing, Tidehunter wants to go for a blink now, but because they don't have a blink, they don't have the damage to go in there. Epicenter is still on level 1. I think you need at least level 2 Epicenter before you can even try and challenge a Roche. There you go, Aegis and Cheese. And Razor says, I will take both, thank you very much. Oh, no, he's going to generously give over. Give it to Thada. I thought they might give it to Puppy there, but that makes sense. You want to just be able to frontline even after the borrowed time.
Mid one has the Dagon.
Went for a Dagon this game, there we go. Typical Bugners just trying to melt through people quickly. Would boost travel be better, so you could just get across the map if you need to quickly respond?
No, not in a game like this. You're far enough ahead, I think.
Okay. And I guess they're more or less 5-manning anyway, right? It's very rare we see them split up like this. Usually it's Puppy.
What is there for them to defend?
That's true.
There's still a tier 1 tower up at bottom. It is going to fall right now to the creeps.
No, Puppy the rescue. No, I can't get there. He just here for the farm. This man says bounties aren't enough. I want more gold. They're just waiting. They're like, just cut the creates, Puppy, you bring it forward, and then we'll just take another lane. Feels like maybe... Do you do some bold? Do you try and bring your Tidehunter in from the side? No, he's got the blink. He's got the blink now. So this might be Newbee's best shot at, like, wiping, right? With the blink online, level 2 Ravage. Epicenter's almost level 2. You just got a quarter of a level to go for Sand King.
Secret though, Puppey has the BK. I'm not sure where Newbee's play lies. You need a sick Ravage, but you also have to wait out the BK. And it's awkward too because Ace.
Like, do you have enough stun control to wipe any of these heroes out before the BK? Especially with the Abaddon, just be able to use the Prophet Shield.
Yeah. That's the scary part, is he can always just pop his ult after the Ravage and get one of his teammates out at least.
Looks like Secret going to move first. He's moving to the high ground. Fowler says, I'll just stand here. Let's get the extra attack speed on this tower. Ace, he's pretty tanky too. Nice stun through Kaka, but down to half HP. And does give with the Bar Strike. And look at him, barely alive, saved by the Shallow Grave. But you've got the Bar Strike now, so Yapsaw, he'll be ready to initiate. He's got the Yules as well. There's so much control on this man.
AP, clear to watch. Get that massive ulti.
But they just ran out on the Weave. The Weave is now finished, so you haven't even got the extra armor against this. It's going to make it even tougher.
Mugi doesn't have buyback.
I like Puppey just in the mid lane always like, yeah, I'm just going to keep this pushed in, so someone has to come up here. It's not as good as if you had the top lane pushed, but I mean, Secret, they just want to finish this. They're looking at the top, that's like, that's a lot. Let's just hang here. Waiting for Newbee to get impatient. Now the impatience gets him in level 2 epicenter. No, he misses it up, and now there's initiation. Puppey stun on multiple heroes. SCC is dying pretty quick here. That amplified damage is too much. Is he going to live off? The Yules protects him for a little bit of time. The Ravage coming out. It's huge. It catches on all 5. They use the Shallow Grave. Now about to run out. SCC is maybe going to die. Yes, he does. About to eat the cheese. Stay alive, but taking a lot of damage from Metamorphosis. And now KP dies off the back foot. Ace turns it around and says, hello, Mugi. Let me spill your blood all over your base. And he didn't get the Sunder off. It was interrupted by the Lincolns. GG gets caught. Newbee have had enough. And Secret, they take a convincing 2-0.
That was a stomp and a half. What many would consider one of the series, but Secret made it look very easy.
Yeah, this was the one we thought was going to be like the long one. Like, in the day, it's like, this might be the slog. This might go for, like, I don't know, game 3. It might be 2 games going over 40 minutes. But, I mean, we had 21 minutes and 34 minutes. Secret, they didn't want to wait around.
At the end there, too, Yapsaw did manage to steal the Ravage, I believe.
Yeah.
Counter initiates. Beautifully done by the entire Secret squad. That was as thorough of a victory as you need.
And it was ridiculous. Like, at one point, it looked like Mugi might turn it around because he's sitting there, he's soaking into this back line, but at the same time, Ace is doing the exact same thing in your base. Looking at that, what do you think the deciding factor was? I feel like it was the fact that Ace got a really good farm and Pugna, they didn't stop him pushing, right?
I think the lineup just worked out really well, and they played the team fights so beautifully. Like, they always just ran at this Tidehunter, put him at like 100 health, and like, Ravage, see what happens. We're BKB'd, Abba ulted,